Hesquest Pitziat. Good morning, welcome. I'm Randy Abrahamson. I'm the Tribal Historic Preservation Officer for the Spokane Tribe. Today I'm here to introduce Orten Ford. She's going to be doing a story on the Doodlebug. And this story was handed down from her Tupia grandmother, Sadie Boyd, to Orten. And she'll be doing the story here in the pit house.
Going to be a good audience. It's a good story. Papatix. He's the Doodlebug. Yeah. Yeah.
And he's back.
Hesquest Pitziat. Quits Jen. Lam. Stam Flukak Skolum Piatwa. Okay, Chinaps Mami. I have a story. Hesquest Papatix. It's about Papatix. And he has a chicha. He has an older sister. And they live in the forest in Chisula a long, long time ago. Kasipi. And they were alone. And Chicha, the older sister, she took care of little Papatix, her younger brother. And she would get up every morning and she would take her yamhua, her bag, and she would go out into the prairie, and she would dig. She would dig, and they had slukum. She did a lot of work from morning till night. She worked very, very hard because that's all they had to eat. They were alone. And so she took very good care of little Papatix. Now, he was too small, but he did try to go to the river, and Twet, and spear the simfleach, the salmon. And so he would go there, but he was too small and he couldn't do it. But they lived on the food that Chicha had dug up. And one day, Chicha got up extra early, and because they ran out of roots and food, so she went and she took her petza, her yamhua, and she went out into the chichaum, and she dug and she dug. And sometimes it gets pretty hot and dusty out there, but that's what they lived on. So she did a lot of work. She loved her little Papatix brother. And so the Papatix got up and he said, I'm going to go try to spear me a simfleach. So he went to the Intwet, to the river, and he took his su'umin, his spear, and he tried, and all of a sudden he got one, and he pulled it out of the water, and there it was a huge quatunt simfleach, a very big one, and he thought, oh, this is going to be good. I'm going to bring it home. We'll cook it. It's going to taste really good, because all they ate was the roots. So he took it, and he went he was going to take it home, but he was so hungry. His mouth was watering. And he says, I'll bring it to the Slakist by the Intwet, the sweat house, and that's where I'll cook it. They had a big pot there. So he took it and he cooked it because he couldn't wait. He had to cook it right there. He didn't want to bring it all the way back home. And so after he ate half of it, he was so kamala, he ate until he got full. Then he started thinking bad thoughts. I don't want to share this. I want the rest of it for myself, but I'm too full. I can't eat all of it. What can I do? I'm not going to share this. I'm yayukwa. And so he said, I have an idea. So he took that other half and he ran home and he went inside the stumpanafku in the teepee and he put the simfleach on his leg and he wrapped it up and pretended he was hurt. And he laid there and waited. Pretty soon he heard Chicha come back. And she had been digging all day with her yamhua and full of roots. And then so she heard him. Oh, and he was moaning, pretending that his leg was hurt. And she put her roots down and she ran inside And she said, Papatix, my little brother, what happened to you? What happened? Are you hurt? Unach opshin. Yes, I broke my leg. I hurt. Let me look at it. Oh, my poor little brother, poor thing. I'll take care of you. And she went to look at it and take the bandage off that he wrapped it up with. And he said, Ta, no, no. It hurts. Don't touch me. Shask, leave it be, leave it be. But he didn't want her to see what he'd done and what was under there. So she said, okay, I'm going to go to the river and I'll wash the roots and I'll be back. So she took her roots and she went to the slop east. And remember, that's where he cooked that simtlich. She saw that pot sitting there with pieces of simtlich in there that he had forgotten or didn't eat. And so she knew right away what happened. Right now, she took her snouchausten, her belt, and she threw it across the river, and it turned into a walkway like a bridge. And she walked across with her roots, and she hollered, Papatix, Papatix, I'm going to leave you. You treated me badly. I'm going to leave, and I'm never coming back. And he heard, and he hollered and ran, no, no, please, ta, don't leave me. Ta. He was crying and crying, please, Chicha, come back here. You can have the rest. You can have it. It's yours. No, Ta, I'm not going to. You treated me bad. You got stingy. You were yayukwa, and you were very greedy. You didn't even think of me. And all day I work and I dig in the ground and it's hot. I work hard so we can live. And you treated me badly, so I'm leaving. She took her roots and she walked to the top of the hill. And from there, she took all the roots. She threw them to the east, and she threw them to the Chichawam, to the prairie. And to this day, that's where all those roots grow really good. But what she had in the bottom of her little yampa was just little tiny pieces of poch. And she took those and she threw them towards Cusick, towards the Kalispel tribe. And since then, all their is very tsitsimet, little small pieces, because she'd thrown the bigger ones over this way, and that's where we go to dig too. And so he hollered and hollered, ta. Nope, she wasn't going to come back. So she went walking, and she never turned around, and she never came back. So Papatix said to himself, I should never have treated my chicha like that. I should have given her half. I'm not satisfied with myself. So he went back to his teepee, and he stayed there, and he cried and he cried. He felt so bad. So Shai Uhoy. So what would you have done? What do you think? Do you think he was wrong? Go ahead.
I would have treated my big sister better because it sounds like she does more work than him. And yes. I'm wondering why he was thinking bad thoughts and he was going to be stingy.
Yes, that isn't good, is it? Yes.
I would have treated my big sister better, and instead of being stingy, I'd probably give her my whole simtlich.
Oh, nice. Yes.
And eat a tiny one instead, because she worked. That sounded like it was his first time actually getting one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the story.
And she always works almost all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, in the story it sounds like he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
I think he should have shared with her.
Yes. What would you have done if you would have got a simtlich? If you had a spear and you went and you speared it, then you thought of your sister or maybe your sila or your yaya.
I would give it to my yaya and all my family members.
Yes.
I'd have a feast down at my grandma's house.
Oh, nice. Yes.
If I had the spear, I would catch one for me and one for my sister.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yes. Sisius. Una, very good. Okay, one more.
I would give it to people that didn't have food.
Yes. Oh, sharing. You're sharing and thinking of others. That's good. Sisius. Shai Uhoy. That's all there is. Did you guys like the story?
Yeah.
Good.
I loved it.
All right. Yes. You know, all these stories that we had a long time ago, we got them from our old upiats and things. They used these stories to teach us a lesson, to help us to know how to share, how to treat each other, young and old, and how to give us good manners and morals. Those stories are good for us. Yeah. Okay.